On the morning of March 6, 2013, a 24-year-old woman named Dianna Hanson walked through a gate at Project Survival's Cat Haven near Dunlap, California. It was a routine she had repeated dozens of times. She never walked back out. Dianna Hanson had wanted to work with big cats since she was a child. She studied wildlife conservation, volunteered at sanctuaries, and pursued this passion with absolute single-mindedness. By the winter of 2012, she had finally landed the position she dreamed of, an internship at Cat Haven. Project Survival's Cat Haven was a private big cat sanctuary tucked into the Sierra Nevada mountains near Dunlap, California. It housed lions, leopards, cougars, and other exotic cats. The facility ran on a small dedicated staff and generated income by offering visitors close contact experiences with the animals. It was not a typical zoo. Dale Anderson, Cat Haven's director, took Dianna under his wing. She learned the daily routines, feeding the animals, cleaning the enclosures, reading behavior. The staff noticed her genuine care and natural instinct around the cats. Everyone agreed Dianna was exactly where she belonged. Cous was 4 years old, weighing around 350 pounds. He was born in captivity, hand-raised around humans, and had never seriously injured anyone. The Cat Haven staff, including Dianna, had grown comfortable around him. Comfortable enough to lower their guard. Every morning, Dianna would enter Cous' enclosure with his meal. The routine was so familiar, so ordinary, that no one, including Dianna, considered it dangerous anymore. This was her job. This was her passion. She trusted this lion. The morning of March 6 began like every other morning. Dianna arrived at Cat Haven ready to start her shift. She had her routine, she knew the animals, she knew the compound. There was no reason to believe this day would be any different. At some point that morning, the enclosure gate was opened. How it happened, whether a latch failed, whether Dianna opened it, whether there was a mechanical failure, would later be investigated. But in those moments, the boundary between the lion and Dianna dissolved. Cous attacked Dianna. The lion that had never seriously hurt anyone, that staff had grown comfortable around, turned fatal. The attack was sudden and catastrophic. Dianna was found unconscious in the enclosure. Despite emergency response and medical intervention, she was pronounced dead at Fresno Community Medical Center. She was 24 years old. The California Department of Fish and Wildlife and CALO launched immediate investigations. They examined the enclosure, the latch mechanisms, the safety protocols, and the practices at Cat Haven. What they found was damning: the facility had not been following proper safety procedures. Staff had become too comfortable, protocols had been allowed to slip, and the culture of the sanctuary had prioritized visitor experience and animal comfort over handler safety. CALO cited Project Survival's Cat Haven for multiple serious safety violations. The facility had failed to implement and enforce proper safety protocols for handlers working with dangerous animals. The investigation concluded that the tragedy was preventable. Dianna Hanson's death sent a ripple through the exotic animal industry. Her case became a turning point in the conversation about captive big cats, sanctuary safety, and the real cost of the human desire to interact with wild animals. She had dedicated her short life to her passion. That passion cost her everything. Today, Dianna Hanson is remembered as a passionate conservationist whose death exposed critical gaps in how we care for and interact with captive wild animals. The tragedy at Cat Haven led to greater scrutiny of private sanctuaries and renewed calls for stronger safety regulations. But nothing brings back the young woman who loved big cats more than anything in the world. If you care about wildlife, about safety, and about honoring those who gave their lives for the animals they loved, please like and follow this page. Together, we tell these stories so the world remembers.